all right? That's what this is. That first,
I'm not following at all.
well,
Let me see if I can follow it the way my brain works. Maybe 140, the 65% that are using island rubbish now are going to pay $288, and they're even with the board that they're paying now, $288.
well,
To somebody, either to the town or to island rubbish or someplace. This goes, the bag cost goes to the town.
yeah, but I thought what we were trying to do with this first one was we were trying to figure out just the bag cost. And then we were going to see what extra kinds of costs the town was going to have to pay, because the town would be bidding that 100%. And the transfer station would
Right, so when
not be functioning.
When the bid process happens, this number, we don't know what this number is then, for trash pickup. We don't know what that would be.
That's right, we don't.
All right, so there's the two numbers we don't know. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the dilemma. This is $144 plus that. This is $144 plus that. These guys are only paying $100 a month now.
In this particular scenario, there is no $100, there's no 35%. It's all.
I understand that, but today, we haven't done anything. Today, they're paying $100 a month. If by some magic we pass this law and it happened tomorrow, they'd be paying this.
That's right.
How are you going to sell that to the residents who are only paying $100 a
You're
month?
forcing people
The
to have a
transfer station's
service that they don't
closed to trash.
necessarily want.
Pardon me?
The transfer station's closing to trash.
It's closed to
But how are you
trash.
going to sell 35% of the population? They're going to have to pay a lot more to get their trash picked up than they do now. I suspect a good number of the people that go to the transfer station are doing it to save money. I know I use the transfer station, I live alone, I get one bag a month, or one bag a week. I'm not gonna pay $284 or $88 a year for the island rubbish to come and pick up that one bag a week. I just zip up to the transfer station, throw it in there and zip back. Not a big deal. Plus I'll always have some other junk that I have to bring up there. So this is the dilemma.
But we're trying to get to maybe what you're saying is that island rubbish, $500,000. And it's 100%, so there's no, we understand that dilemma, that's part of the dilemma. But if it were to go to bid like that, and that's what it was, now, you would take away a good portion of this $95,000 that is.
The transfer station, in that scenario, what I would envision, the transfer station would be open one day a week
Yeah,
to get scrap metal, tires, oil, and all the other stuff. One day a week.
and then the hauling and so forth.
You still have to pay for hauling, because there would be sofas and big things.
But maybe those kinds of things could be, when they were hauled, they
Right.
may be.
You would save a
themselves.
lot of the $95,000.
But what we need to do is we need to just simplify that particular scenario, and then come up with it's gonna be a big hole. It's gonna be a big hole that we're not paying for. But we ought to be able to set it out there
Yeah.
and see whether the town wants to pay it.
The other part of the whole is, let's say island rubbish revenue was $500,000. If we say that the average number of bags are going to be 8 bags, then the town revenue from bags is, what did I say, 300?
Yeah, you had,
$339 a year. And that would be paid to island rubbish to do this thing.
yeah, that would be, no, that's the only, so that would help the town. Now, Add to that the cost of not having the transfer station. We just have to set this all out for the council, all right?
No,
Scenario
no question
one.
we'd save money to the town. The problem is, how do we save money for these guys? If we didn't even charge them the island rubbish pickup fee, they'd still paying $44 a year more than they're paying today. That's really the dilemma.
Yeah, well, I know, it's a dilemma, so, but I think we need to put these scenarios and let the council say, here are the dilemmas. Each one has its pros and cons, each scenario that we have. We have that scenario, we have the other one that you suggested, which were still keep people on island rubbish to pay for them themselves. We have those two scenarios, and then, we talked about putting, the bill in the, putting the bill for pickup in the, on your tax bill. That might be another number 3 scenario or something.
In my view, that would be difficult to sell as well.
I think so. I mean, I know all these things are not gonna, none of them, but we have to have these ideas clear, separated, so they know exactly what we're talking about.
I think the perfect program would be that we incent people to recycle, and if you recycle, you don't pay as much as you're paying now.
And that's what the bags are supposed to do.
That's what the bags are supposed to do.
That's right.
No matter what we do to these guys, they're gonna be paying more. You know, that's what I'm worried about.
They are gonna be.
I don't know how you sell
It's-
35%.
It's $44 more a year from what they're paying now.
No, it's more. What about this? That's for island rubbish to pick up their stuff.
No, the town's picking up their stuff.
I'm not understanding where your brain is.
All right. Let me see if I can sort of.
I think it's on the floor behind you now.
Oh, we dropped it here. Here it is.
I already do away with all of this.
Okay.
Woman's work is never done.
All right,
She never did like that when I put it up. I could tell by looking in her eyes.
all right. So we're gonna put it out for bid. And the town revenue from bags, and that will be bags for everybody,
Everybody. And that's
And-
$3.39 average.
average.
8 bags per household.
Now, that's
per
not
month.
just the 65%, is it?
No, that's 100%.
Okay, okay. Now,
That's at a cost of $1.50 a bag.
Yeah.
I mean, we can make them $5 a bag and make
Yeah.
money at it.
yeah, well,
That was the one problem.
Yes, it would.
But our recycling would be up.
so, all right, now we have, the question, the dilemma for this one is, how do we get enough money to get the 500K, if that's what
Right,
Island Rubbish bid?
right.
Okay, the next amount of money would be transfer station, money from the transfer station, right? Any guesses as to what that could be?
What do you mean money from the transfer station?
Well, the transfer station won't be operating.
Oh, I calculated what the savings would be.
You thought we had a dilemma with the dog officer?
This could be an exciting,
This can be a problem.